who's been dunked in a big old bucket of lesbian. Yeah, thanks, Mum. But I'm not actually a lesbian. Surprise! I do love dick. So you are all in safe hands this evening. I've travelled here from London. I live in a place in London called Whitechapel. It is the spiritual home of the crackhead. Yeah, I live on a council estate there, and I really want to feel part of the estate, part of the community. But the closest I get to taking crack is pegging my boyfriend. It's not quite as Moorish. It's crack, is it? I'm 38 years old. It's a weird age, 38, right? Because if I become a mother tomorrow, I'm a geriatric mum, aren't I? But if I die tomorrow, I'm a young death. Seems like I'm old enough to be a fantasy, but not old enough to be a fetish. Which is weird, right? Because when I was on the dating apps, I was matching with a lot of 27-year-old men, which was even more strange because I had my age setting set from 18 to 27. So it was old, if anything, you know? Like, because I can't wrap my head around why a 27-year-old man would want to have sex with a 38-year-old woman. Like, does he think I'm going to be really dirty in bed or something? Like, let him come on my face. He doesn't know I've got a 12-step facial routine. And semen and retinol are going to mess up the pH balance on this face, aren't they? Like, maybe he thinks I'm a MILF, which I am. I'm a mildly incontinent, lusty female. That is only when I jump really high on trampolines. Or I've taken too much MDMA. Which is not now, don't worry. But you'll be happy to know I did manage to lure one of these 27-year-old men back to my apartment. How, you ask? Well, with the promise of Xbox. Yeah. Well, that and a trail of marshmallow-flavoured vape pens. And I get him back, right? I've got to calm him down. He's never seen a bed frame before. Or framed pictures on the wall. But it's nothing that a scoop of Calpol couldn't fix. So, we were good. And me and him were getting down to a little bit of Netflix and chill. Obviously the kids' version for him. But I don't know about you, Hot Water, but I'm really off put my game when I'm getting rimmed and looking iggle-piggled directly in the eye. But he was in the night garden, so what can you do, eh? You do. But the whole experience, right, made me realise how much I'm willing to lower my standards to have sex with an attractive man. Because I was explaining to him that my contraception is the copper coil. And he said, well, that's going to be a problem, Rosie, because my dick's so big that I can feel the copper coil when we're having sex. Now, I had a number of problems with this sentence. Number one, where does the male ego end? Up in my kidneys by the sound of it. Secondly, what, has he got some sort of go-go gadget dick? It's going to go in my vagina into my cervix and boop the coil on the head. Has he got like a Prince Albert piercing? He's going to play hooker duck with it. You've won a small teddy, so well done. But I had sex with him anyway. So I wanted to see how big it was. Tear me open, big man. It's not what I said because I'm a feminist. Well, that, and he was willing to go mouth to mouth with Ed Sheeran for 20 minutes. Yeah. I'm in love with the shape of you. I'm not doing that anymore, though. I'm in a relationship now. I've just celebrated my 1-year anniversary. Yeah, thank you. Not fucked it up, not been a psycho, not let him go yet. It's interesting, though, because we actually met on a dance floor. I know, old school, creepy. Yeah, but even creepier is the age difference between the two of us. I'm 38 and he's 55. So if we were dogs, I'd be 5 and he'd be in the big kennel in the sky. Yeah. So the night we met, I was on this dance floor and I said to him, I'm on pills. And he said, oh, me too. And I was like, yeah, great, good. He meant blood thinners. Yeah. Yeah. Now he thinks I'm a crackhead. It's not great. But I am in love. I really love him. It's really nice. But there's a lot more to worry about, right, when you're dating somebody who's older than you, as an older partner. Like, he's 55 and gets to shag a 38-year-old. But when I'm 55, I've got to shag a 72-year-old. And that just doesn't seem fair to me. You know, that's assuming that in 17 years, I'll be absolutely fine with sleeping with someone the same age as my dad. But a lot can happen in 17 years, can't it? Like, when I was 21, I couldn't fathom the fact that Stephen Hawking was a nonce. But here we are. Here we are. Interesting, isn't it? My mum really loves my partner, really loves him. Like, she started saying that, I love you both. She barely says, you know, I love you to me. I think she thinks she's in with a chance. You know, there's only 16 years between them two. Back the fuck up, Sue. Back up. But it's funny, right? So I've only ever dated usually people the similar age to me. So I still think I can do like young things with my partner. So for his 55th birthday, I bought him surf lessons. Now, when we get there and we're in a session, the instructors keep saying it's really easy to stand up on the board. They keep saying it's just one quick, vigorous movement and you just pop up. But the last time he popped up was from a shelter in the Blitz. And the last vigorous movement I had was when I ate a dodgy booner. So it's not great. But the trip was really rough, actually. So when he did manage to stand up on the board, he fell straight off and cracked his head open. Now, it was really scary. But the instructor, the way they told me, they swam over to me in the pool and they said, your uncle's had an accident. It wasn't great. Wasn't great. But let's be real, right? We're not going to make it to our 60th wedding anniversary, are we? It's not going to happen. And so there's a lot of pressure on the relationship to, you know, get married and have kids. Well, not have kids because I don't want to be driving past the cemetery waving to daddy. Too harsh, isn't it? It's too harsh. But we really are quite opposites. Like, you know, he's a southern lad. I'm a northern lass. I work for a bank. He doesn't trust him. No. I call it winter. He call it friend's funeral season. It's challenging, you know. Well, yeah, often though, we really do just sit across the table from each other sharing cultural references, right, that neither of us know or understand. So I'll be like, what's up? And he'll grab his chest and say he could smell toast. And I think, I don't remember that meme. Must have been one of the really early ones, you know. And he really commits to it as well, red-faced, rolling around on the floor, pointing to where the landline used to be. Doesn't exist anymore, babe. But my other love of my life is pornography. Yeah, thanks. Good, some fans in, always helpful. Who would? Was it you, sir? So when you go on the porn sites, what's the first thing you type in the search bar? It's good, isn't it? A bit of tension for the room. Asian. Very specific. Bit of a thought process and then Asian. Good. Well, my algorithm on the porn sites has got a bit messed up. So the algorithm is the thing that's meant to show you somebody's still worried about Asian. They're livid about it, to be honest. Is it, Sarah, you an Asian fan as well? Is that why you... He's saying sorry. He's saying sorry to his white Caucasian girlfriend. He's like, I hate your race and all of your people. I want to fuck tiny Asian women. Or Asian men, who knows? Right. So, I'm so sorry. So my algorithm on the porn sites has got messed up. So I keep seeing this same woman. So the algorithm is the thing that's meant to show you what you like based on what you've already watched. So for you, it'll just be Asian, fucking full page. But my algorithm keeps showing me this woman. She's called Corey Chase, right? And Corey's thing is that... oh, he knows her. Here we go. All right, we've got a fanny. Corey's thing is that she gets stuck under things that you wouldn't traditionally get stuck under. So the woman's been stuck under a table, under the weights bench at the gym. She's been stuck inside a washing machine, actually in the drum. And every time she gets stuck, right, her stepson comes in and finds her. I know. A story as old as time itself. And they have a chat about the best way that he can help her to get out, right? And they decide time and time again that the best way he can help her is for him to fuck her in the arse. Now, I don't have an A-level in physics, but the motion seems to be pushing her further in, if anything. And all the while, she's wearing a little red crop top, no pants. She's basically the Winnie the Pooh of the porn industry. Guys, on that beautiful note and image, I've been Rosie Francis. You've been lovely.